Hello, welcome back to BlenderSushi, and this is the Versus video series. In this video, I'm going to talk and explore a little bit about Blender new features, the Alembic. The Alembic format has been around for a few years now, and big major 3D package like Maya and Houdini has it. And let's see how it can play well with Maya, for example. Maybe exporting some animations in and out from other package into Blender. What I'm gonna test today, probably, let's see, maybe some deforming skin, maybe a little bit of particles. I'll start from Maya and try to export something into Blender. So I'll open this example. This is like a motion capture example in Maya. Let's see what it has. This is okay. That's quite all right. We can try exporting this. I'm probably gonna paint Vertex just to add more objects to test. Let's see. How do I paint Vertex weight in Maya? I think this is how we do it. And all right, let's just paint something. Paint, mesh, Vertex Color. Sometimes Maya does that. It doesn't always work. I actually tried this earlier and then it works fine before. Paint, mesh, Vertex Color, and yeah, start painting. Okay, now it's working. I don't know, sometimes with Maya, we have to try it a few times until it works. So just like random color, like that, and we still have the animations, and maybe I'll give it some particles, and particles create emitter, emit from objects, and maybe rate of 20 per frame. Okay, let's have a look now. Okay, so we get that happening. Alembic, previously when I was working with Maya and Houdini, FBX is the file format that I probably want to use, but then FBX is not so good. It's not open, and it doesn't always work. So Alembic seems to be the best file format at the moment. It's really fast and small as well, and it should just work within any 3D package. The alternative we can use is the MDD or point cache format that's also supported by Blender. So this is Maya. Let's save this just in case Maya crashes. So this Maya out. File. And the way to do it in Maya is not file export. It's via this cache, and there's Alembic cache. Just export all to Alembic. Whenever we're exporting Alembic format, we have to be careful. Sometimes it didn't output UV or color sets. Like color set is like Vertex Color in Blender. So I'll test this one. It's a file. It's a Maya to Blender, and it's gonna do the baking. And let's open Blender. I actually tried this a few times already, and then with Houdini we cannot export Alembic for the free versions or the apprentice version. We don't have support for that, unfortunately. So the way, if you really want to export something from Houdini, you can use the point cache that's supported. It's actually supported in Houdini free version. But then again, if you want to do that, you need a license. Okay. File, import, and in Blender, if you want to import Alembic, you do it like this: file, import Alembic, and let's get that. I think that's a Maya to Blender. That's a 493 megabyte. Import Alembic, and hopefully we have. Okay, we have it. So we have the particles happening. Whoops. Okay, Blender just crashes. So I'm expecting Blender to have like an update real soon. Maybe Blender 2.78 version, like a second version of that. I'll try again. Maya out to Blender, and I'll save this first. Maya Blender test. Maybe I shouldn't be scrubbing. I tested before and it was working fine. Maybe it doesn't like scrubbing too much. Okay, particle works pretty well. It comes as just like a mesh, and then this object also comes with the UV and the color set, which is nice. The way it works, the way Alembic works in Blender is similar to Houdini. It's using the modifier, so you can replace the Alembic at any time. This is actually better implementations than the one in Maya. I don't know. Maybe Maya has Node as well, but let's see. What should I check? There's this Vertex Faces UV color, so we know that we actually have the color UV color set. If we check real quick, we go to Vertex Paints. We can see the color that we painted in Maya. And if you want to render it out in using Cycles Render, you can do that quite easily. Just go to Cycles Render, switch to Compositing. Let me save again real quick. Maybe the camera comes with it, with Alembic as well. Check the outliner. Yeah, we actually have Maya camera front. We have the nucleus object that we don't know, we don't need, we can delete. Reference, side, top, the usual Maya camera. Anyway, for this guy, let's give it a material and just use the attribute node, and the vertex color from Maya is called color set 1. Just type it in and then plug in the color, and we should get a rendered, yeah, like a rendered objects. With this guy, like this is like particles from Maya. It can be renderable if we probably turn this into particles objects. I haven't tested, but seems like the point cache. So we get a, it crashes again. There must be like a bug there. I will report it to Blender. Let's try Houdini. Houdini. Yeah, Houdini actually, I couldn't export out the Alembic, so I couldn't really test it. What I can try is I can show you this, the PLY method. So if I use the Houdini version 15, let me open it real quick. I have an older version of Houdini, which is version 12, and that's actually the one that I have license for, and I can export out the Alembic, but the Alembic cannot be opened in Blender, maybe because of version difference. So, but if I import the Alembic in Maya and then re-export it, I can make that Alembic version is actually working. So yeah, so let me show you the PLY versions. So this is torus object, and I'm just gonna do something real quick. The usual mountain deform. Maybe something like that, but not too much. And just offset it. Let's use time. Use time in Houdini. This is like expression in Houdini. So we get something like that, and we can give it a color. Random color. Okay, bounding box color looks nice. So we can have that. I can save geometry. Let me check. Save geometry. And use PLY. New torus color. New torus color. Okay, this is a PLY. I know that this is gonna work. Let's reopen Blender. File, import PLY. New torus color. Yeah, unfortunately it comes out like this. Maybe because of the world axis difference between Houdini and Blender. So that's okay. We still have the color. That's what's important. Let me save this real quick. This is from Houdini into Blender. We have cycles already, compositing, add a material, do that again, attribute node, and then call attribute plugin to there. So you have the color. This is from Houdini. It's really nice. And in order to export the animations, the trick is to use the MDD output. I think I can jump to this guy. This is the output raw. I can't explain it. This is the geometry environment in Houdini, and I switch to output here and create MDD point cache and switch it to left-handed. I think coordinate system, that's more matching the Blender one. We're gonna render the whole frame range, and we're gonna get the sub path. The surface path is the torus object. Accept it, and let's just render out. Oh wait, let me rename it. So this is a new torus output, and render out. So new torus output MDD is now created. I'll copy it and paste it on the desktop. Back to Blender now, and similar to Alembic. So with Alembic we have this mesh cache or mesh sequence, but anyway, one of them. We can do the same with MDD. It's as simple as loading the MDD. So this is a new torus output MDD, and we have these animations, mesh deforming animations from Houdini. So that's how easy it is, and if we test render, the color still work. So yeah, so this is when a 3D package is really playing well with each other, and we can test render it. I actually think that the Blender's render cycle is the most friendly of all render out there. Houdini Mantra is powerful, but it's maybe not too friendly because it's technical. At some point, the shader is similar to how you work with cycles actually. But cycle is much friendlier. I want to test something like maybe export out the particles from Blender into Houdini. Let's say let's emit the usual particles from Blender. Yeah, something like that's good. File, export, Alembic. So this is from Blender to Houdini. Start frame, end frame 100. We have other options that we need to maybe test it. Vertex colors, I tried it before I do this tutorial, and seems like it doesn't work yet. Let's create a geometry node. Let's hide this guy and go inside and bring in the Alembic. What's nice about Houdini is everything is kind of node, and since the node is always there, we can replace the data input path at any time. It's really handy. So Blender out, Blender to Houdini 30K. We have this guy. Doesn't seem to have animations. Well, I'm expecting it to have particle as well. Let's try again. File, export, Alembic. Not selected. Renderable objects only. Turn off. Vertex color. Blender to Houdini. Try again. Toggle system. Except already have property name color. This is what I think. Maybe it's a bug in Blender Alembic export at the moment. It might get fixed real quick, but sometimes the vertex color causing it to not to export the Alembic as expected. If I try Maya and then try importing the Alembic import Alembic, Blender to Houdini, import it. So we have this guy. I don't think we have animations here, but I know it's possible. It should work. Now it's just like doing that. The MDD should work. And the particles I tested earlier, it should work as well. Let me close this other Houdini. So we have that torus. It could be just a bugs. I'll save this. I'll try again using this time we're gonna use maybe Suzanne mesh just in case, just to be really clear. So that's Suzanne, low polygon Suzanne. It doesn't have UV, it's alright. I'm just gonna give it the displace modifier as usual and just plug in a texture, quick texture cloud, and gonna use this empty to control the texture. Okay, I can control the texture like that for displacement, and then I'm just gonna record the animations just like that. This is like a mouse motion capture inside Blender. Okay, so let me save this. This is a monkey, and first I'll write down first displacement and color. The color will not work. I don't know, maybe it's a bug or something. But I tested. No matter how I did it, it didn't work. I'm not sure whether this is because Vertex Color in Blender is only RGB, while Maya or Houdini might be expecting RGBA. I don't know. I have to ask that to Blender developers, I think. So we have this Vertex Color called Call. I'll try exporting again. Alembic, start and frame. Let's just do it 250. Geometry samples, Vertex Color on. Hopefully this works. Export Alembic. I have a feeling that it actually failed again. The color vertex doesn't work. Blender out, monkey vertex color. File export. Where did I save it? Monkey first displays. Okay. Except, so we have the monkey. I'm not sure that we have the color. One point attribute, one primitive attribute. We don't have the animations. If I delete the Vertex Color and export the Alembic with that thing off, now we have the animation. So I think the Vertex Color is it's one of the problem at the moment. If I uncheck the Vertex Color export, it's working fine. I don't know why. I'll just gonna try it again, because supposedly Vertex Color can be exported, and I could reload it using Blender. Maybe I turn off everything else. Export Alembic. Again, I'm getting this error exception. Already have a property named Cull. I'll probably just gonna rename it. Color set 1, just like in Maya. File, export, Alembic. With UV with normal, vertex color. Export. Already have a property named color set 1. Yeah, that's unfortunate, really unfortunate. If I'm actually doing it like this, it's like a normal cube, and then I will just subdivide it real quick. Subdivide it multiple times, and then I'll just give it a color. And back to object mode. I know this is have vertex color. If I export it using Alembic, with that, this is okay. I tried with that thing off. box color off, and I'll export it. I'll export the Alembic once again with the vertex color on. So this is box color on, and I will grab it. Let's import the Alembic in Blender itself. Import. So I have this guy with a vertex color. See, this is weird. Let me try again. File, import Alembic, box color off, no vertex color. Okay. File, import Alembic's box color on. Okay, that's good. That's expected. But if I add a displacement, give it a cloud, and I'll try render it now again. I'll do the empty again. Playback, enable recording, playback, record something, stop. Okay, file, export, Alembic, box color on with a 100 frame, vertex color on, export. Exceptions, I already have a property name called. You know what, I think I'm gonna make another one. Do a vertex pane. File, export, Alembic, box color on, export Alembic, exception, file, import, Alembic, no animations, but it has color. So that's clearly a bug. I'm gonna switch to Maya and then file, do a file, import box on, so we have that guy. We don't have the animation. Gonna export it again with a vertex color off. Save it on the desktop. Back to Maya. File, new, cache, Alembic, import, desktop, box color on 3. We only have the camera now. File, export, Alembic, 100 frame, selected objects only, desktop, box on 4. Try again. Cache, Alembic, import, box color on. So we have this guy, and no animations. Let me check real quick. Blender out. Let me try. I'll do it one more time, and this time I'm not gonna do the vertex coloring stuff. I'm just gonna deform this. Cloud. Object. Empty. So just deforming it. Let's do it something a bit strange. Okay, something like that. Maybe subdivide it beforehand. Okay, now we have something like that, and we're gonna also output some particles. Maybe in the from the third order phase. Output more particles. Right, something like that should be fine. Lifetime 10 with random. I haven't tried with a Blender hair actually, but I'll try with this. I'll record some animation. Stop. Okay, file. Export Alembic 100 frame. No vertex color whatsoever. Not renderable object, only just everything. So this is Blender out 2. Save it on the desktop. Export Alembic. This time I think it should be working. Switch to Maya and switch to Houdini as well. Go to desktop and check for Blender out 2. This is the Alembic. Okay, the Alembic is working, and we have also particles. 2 points, 2 primitive, 2 vertices. This is okay. That's nice. Maya is not so good with a small screen. I need to enlarge it. Cache, Alembic, import Alembic, Blender out. Okay, there you go. Our cube animated, and it doesn't have particles, and that's pretty weird. There's an empty, but Houdini actually takes Blender particles, so yeah, I guess that's how these 3 different packages playing with each other. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. You wish that as an artist or as a user of this package, you expected it should just work, right? I guess the weird thing is here is like Maya will read Blender color vertices, okay, but Houdini doesn't read it. I tried it, it doesn't read it, but I can do it again in the future. But for now, that's pretty much how I want to show it to you today. Thanks again for tuning into this channel. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.